Come to Akwa Ibom. Come on, I'm coming.
Want to go home? I'm from Akwa Ibom. In case you don't know, Akwa Ibom,
Welcome to the new Akwa Ibom State. Today, through God's divine mandate, Akwa Ibom is blessed with Governor Dom Gabriel Emmanuel, who is committed to the industrialization of Akwa Ibom State, passionate in human capacity development and empowerment, creative in the area of agriculture, reliable in superior infrastructure, and focused on the Akwa Ibom project. Be part of the winning team. Come, let's build Akwa Ibom together.
The progress of this state lies in the unity and love we show to one another.
Be part of the winning team. Come, let's build Akwa Ibom together.
The progress of this state lies in the unity and love we show to one another.
Education is the most important catalyst for rapid socio-economic development of any nation. It is the pivot on which every human capital development revolves. Based on this undeniable premise, it can be readily understood while many governments, corporate organizations, and individuals commit huge resources to the advancement of education. In Akwa Ibom State, the Governor Udom Emmanuel administration is leaving no stone unturned in the quest to take the state to an enviable height under his watch. At the presentation of the 2018 budget to the State House of Assembly last December, Governor Emmanuel said his administration was committed to harnessing the available human and material resources to continue in repositioning the educational sector for the development of qualitative, affordable, accessible, and functional education to the people, adding that government would continue to promote effective teaching and learning in schools by providing conducive and enabling environment for the sustenance of the ongoing free and compulsory basic education. This he hopes to vigorously pursue through the provision and refurbishing of the existing facilities, provision of infrastructural materials, textbooks, academic documents, laboratory equipment, and recruitment of enough qualified personnel, among other things.
My administration is committed to harnessing the available human and material resources to continue in repositioning the educational sector for the delivery of quality, affordable, accessible, and functional education to our people. Government will continue to promote effective teaching and learning in our schools by providing conducive and enabling environment for the sustenance of the ongoing free and compulsory education through the provision and refurbishing of all the existing facilities. Provide instructional materials, textbooks, academic documents, laboratory equipment, and fittings, chemicals and reagents for qualitative and effective practical and research in our schools. Establishment of Educational Research and Development Center for Scientific Research and Development, and fabrication of the required science and laboratory equipment for use in our schools. Securing full accreditation of academic programs, ensuring effective and efficient capacity building, recruitment of teachers, payment of bursary and scholarships to our students when the resources improve, ensuring effective and regular monitoring and supervision of academic activities in all schools. Our focus will also turn our searchlight seriously to our Bible State University so that we can train and pay a lot of emphasis on science, engineering, and technology. And to realize these objectives in our education, the 2018 budget earmarks the sum of 10.52 billion for this subsidy.
A visit to the state-owned academic institutions from primary, secondary, and the tertiary levels shows the governor as one who works the talk. So much is happening. Over the years, emphasis appeared to have been more on renovation or construction of classroom blocks in primary and secondary schools, as several hundreds of them were either newly constructed or renovated. But the Udom Emmanuel administration has gone a step further to touch the tertiary institutions, namely Akwa Ibom State University main campus at Akwa Ibom, its Obiokpa campus, College of Education Afaransit, Polytechnic at Ikorosura, and the College of Science and Technology Ikono. The governor believes that the special attention should be paid to tertiary schools in the state in order to rise up to the challenge of training the young people for the many employment opportunities created through the administration's industrialization drive, which is already beginning to bear fruit, with the takeoff of the syringe manufacturing company, the metering company, and other industries like the flour mills, coconut refinery, among others, at different stages of completion. The Commissioner for Education, Professor Victor Inoka, explains.
His Excellency made education not only the pedestal, but the touchstone of his administration. Even though we have to industrialize, even though we have to build roads, even though we have to get all these infrastructures, all these things are tailored towards the well-being and welfare of man. And that man, for whom all these things are made, must be well prepared for it. That means the moral and intellectual receptive of this development must be well grounded. And that is where he believes that education is the foundation.
At Akwa Ibom State University Akwa Ibom, new buildings and other infrastructure have sprung up, courtesy of the Emmanuel administration, to the delight of staff, students and visitors.
When I came in, we had just one faculty that had accreditation, that is the Faculty of Natural and Applied Sciences, out of the 6 faculties that the university has. There is the Faculty of Arts, Agriculture, Social and Management Sciences, Natural and Applied Sciences, Education, and Engineering. And immediately we came in, we had the issue of getting all programs accredited. And you know there is a lot of, it entailed a lot of funding. And the staffing situation was also not too good because most staff, on my assumption of duty, were adjunct staff. The first thing the His Excellency did was to approve recruitment of academic staff into the system, which advertisement was placed. And after the advertisements, about 200 new academic staff were recruited into Akwa Ibom State University. That was in 2016. And the procedure also helped us to get rid of adjunct and return the university to the ownership of the staff, because this adjunct, they come and go. They are not available to interface with students, especially at the after hours, like 5 p.m. Now, going to accreditation was very, very rigorous because accreditation entails 4 basic things: the academic content, staffing, infrastructure, and library. We addressed, the immediate thing was to address the staffing content. The academic content is, is more of the structure, the course content, and the rest. Then the infrastructure was the challenge, which we had to write immediately to His Excellency, that the programs, we're stating the programs that are going to accreditation, we had to provide. The buildings, apart from the buildings, infrastructure, the benches, laboratory facilities, theater, which the Pinnacle Theater, which we built at Obiokwa campus, the language lab, the agric facilities. We even upgraded the facilities to a commercial farm status. And then we also had to build the mass communication facility, the mass complex, which has the radio, television studio, and other facilities, printing media studio. And with those infrastructure put in place, we were able to present. And here, we had to build the Faculty of Engineering facilities, improve on the laboratory, and education facilities, laboratories, and that took lots of money from government.
Like that, the administrative block, I think that was last year, a project of last year, and we've seen the difference in the school environment, how beautiful it is, and we've seen some improvements in school.
So want to appreciate the governor, our dear Governor Udom Gabriel Emmanuel, for what he has been doing for us in this institution. I mean, the infrastructure, the facilities we have in this institution has been an effort of the Akwa Ibom State Governor. I want God to bless our dear Governor and the state. I mean, everyone knows the relationship between agric engineering and mechanical. And from when I came into this school, it wasn't like this. But there are a whole lot of improvement, ranging from lecture halls to the infrastructures, from the talk about the workshop, the facilities in the lab, and our staffs. They are cool. We are improving. I can tell you, in less than no time, we will take over the country and West Africa as a whole.
Now we are planting, we are building. Bring your own idea, make we build Akwa Ibom State. Don't turn and stand and look, don't sit and look, don't talk and yeah. Meanwhile they do nothing, don't look and stand and say. They say I hear, they say. Have you gone to check whether the thing is true, my brother? Udom is walking. Hey, hashtag Udom is walking. Hashtag Udom is walking. Hey, hashtag Udom is walking. Development is a gradual process. Let's join our hands together with Governor Udom Emmanuel to build Akwa Ibom State.
The Obiokwa campus of the institution also received its fair share of attention. Courtesy of government, the institution has been holistically transformed. Most outstanding are the internal roads, which now give the institution a refreshing look.
Obiokwa campus generally have been undergoing tremendous change because Obiokwa has come a long way. Right from when it was established alongside Umudike, who is a full-fledged university now, the present administration, under our able governor, has considered the plight of Obiokwa campus. The state government has mandated the vice chancellor to utilize the internally generated revenue to change the structure of this campus.
Other infrastructure here are the commercial farm, feed processing mill, oil palm processing mill, radio and television studios, and art theater, among others. The students express their appreciation this way.
After this, we'll be going into the labor market, and if we happen to find ourselves in this place, what will they do? They want to make sure that we get familiar with all these things, so that after here we don't find it very difficult outside. We have other units. We have the cattle units, we have piggery and fishery and all the other units. This is just one of the units. Over there we have the feed mill there. and the oil processing units, where you learn how to do everything in agriculture. A doctor needs food, every other person needs food. So agriculture in Nigeria as it is now, I think agriculture is the mainstay. Governor for doing this, because some years back we didn't have this. I thank him so much because he has relieved us from much work. Since this we are doing it in a commercial base, all these machines will enable us to produce more and more and more. I thank him so much for bringing these facilities to us.
The Akwa Ibom State government also supported the state-owned polytechnic at Ikorosura to get accreditation for its courses through prompt release of funds. And for the first time in over 20 years, students have accommodation in hostels on campus.
Governor Udom Emmanuel, he has done so well for the polytechnic. He provided funds for the accreditation. Some of those programs that were due are now received re-accreditation. And then in terms of salaries for our staff, he pays salaries on time. And so we thank him so much for all he's doing. The essence of our even being in the institution is accreditation of our programs. If our programs are not accredited, we don't have any business being here. Okay. So you must have the required human and material in the departments to be able to run any program. That is, in terms of staff, you must have the required number of staff and required, and on all the things in that department are to be in place for you to be given accreditation. We needed manpower, we needed staff to be able to be given accreditation, and he did that. We had about 100 staff who were employed sometime in October. So he has done so much for the school.
The former School of Arts and Science in Ikono has been upgraded to a College of Science and Technology, with infrastructure also provided to befit its new status.
The thing of excitement when His Excellency graciously upgraded the status of the college. Before now, it was Akwa Ibom State College of Arts and Science. Or His Excellency, because of his passion for education and development of manpower in the state, he decided to upgrade this college to this status, the status of being a technology institution. And because he's a man that works with speed, he speedily directed and awarded contracts for the construction of the road that is leading from the main Tat road down to up to the end where we have Nungukum community that is cutting across the college. And then this road has helped a lot for people to easily access the location of the school as against what it was in the past. And besides, he also directed that these aisles be created for easy entrance into the college. He also erected the street lights, so the college now has street lights. So we are so excited and we are appreciative of his speed to develop the college and in fact the states as a whole.
Similarly, the College of Education of Aranset, which for several years suffered neglect, is now wearing a new look. Internal roads at the college are being constructed. A new perimeter fence is in place now. More than 6 lecture halls have been added. Laboratories and other office blocks are equally being built.
His Excellency, the Governor of Akwa Ibom State, Deacon Udom Emmanuel, has created very impressive impacts on the college. And I want to start from the fact that when I came in here, salaries were paid up to date. And up to now, the state is not owing, because they pay the staff directly. The state is not owing the college. Staff are being paid, and not just their salary, but promotion arrears are being paid, and it's a continuous process. One of the things that was facing me directly was the issue of accreditation. And we went around the school and we saw that a number of facilities like the lab, the buildings, they were all deteriorated, dilapidated, and so on. And so we made a request to His Excellency, and he graciously approved huge sum of money. We went on to do a lot of renovations you've seen on campus, and then the labs were renovated to a first lift, and we just had a visitation from the National Commission for Colleges of Education last 2 weeks. They came in, look at the facilities, assess our facilities, and I want to say that I am at least 90% sure that we will have accreditation after 10 years of non-accreditation of the college. So I will attribute that to nobody but to the love of academics and education by the executive governor of Akwa Ibom State, His Excellency Deacon Udom Emmanuel.
It is also pertinent to state here that the state government spends over 600 million naira annually on payment of WASE fees for all indigenes in public schools.
The government pays WAEC and NATEB fees to all schools in Akwa Ibom State, and last count is over 2 billion naira.
Some student leaders speak on the impact of Governor Udom Emmanuel's education policy on the lives of the students.
I really appreciate him because also we look at the infrastructure, we look at the student. I still believe that he's going to do more if he's being given an opportunity.
Of His Excellency Governor Udom Emmanuel, in the aspects of students and education in entirety, can never be overemphasized. His Excellency started in 2014 when he was appointed the Secretary to State Government by identifying with the students, by always showing them this, extending his hands of fellowship to them every Christmas, not only on festivities, all the time. He has given us packages in different dimensions. The essay to governor is an active student, so the governor himself loves the student community, and we are proud to have him as our governor.
About 33 more programs have been accredited in Akwa Ibom State Polytechnic, so that is number one thing that we students really needed, because without your program being accredited, that means you are just going there and you are wasting your time. So he has done so much to our institutions and other institutions.
For any child to be able to study effectively, he needs a conducive environment for that to happen, which is why the state government is renovating and equipping general hospitals to take care of the health needs of students also, and is providing good infrastructure for teaching and learning to thrive, among other things. With these efforts so far, there is no doubt that Governor Udom Emmanuel is truly committed to achieving a globally competitive workforce that can make a difference in any part of the globe.
To go home. I'm from Akwa Ibom. In case you don't know, Akwa Ibom,
Welcome to the new Akwa Ibom State. Today, through God's divine mandate, Akwa Ibom is blessed with Governor Udom Emmanuel, who is committed to the industrialization of Akwa Ibom State, passionate in human capacity development and empowerment, creative in the area of agriculture, reliable in superior infrastructure, and focused on the Akwa Ibom project. Be part of the winning team. Come, let's build Akwa Ibom together.
The progress of this state lies with the unity and love we show to one another.
This message is brought to you courtesy Ministry of Information and Strategy, Akwa Ibom State.